Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm getting ready to go a little further on this cage here. See how far we've gotten. So we got the passenger side floor pretty well done. Driver side floor is pretty much done. They're just tacked in. So pretty much exactly where we left off, I believe, last time. I got one diagonal in the drive shaft area, but I don't like how close it is. I want to be able to put a bend in there, so I'm going to go ahead and order a die for that. Get that taken care of. But right now, I got a chunk cut for the main hoop. I got my specs here. I built it on Bentech. So I built my floor on Bentech, and I veered off of it a little bit, which is okay. But then I went back and I put my floor just the way it is back in Bentech, and this is what I came up with. So I cut my tube a little bit long here, laid out my measurements. I added an extra ½ inch to each of my measurements here for my angles, just to offset a little bit, just in case my tubing isn't long enough on one side. So we'll see what happens, but we're gonna go ahead and get this all set up and get it taken care of. So stick with me. Well, bend well. Bends look great. Everything went well. I grabbed the digital angle finder. Tops are 62, perfect. The sides are about 32, which I think it called for 34. But it is way too narrow on the bottom. Don't know why. Don't know what happened. I'm gonna go figure it out. It's supposed to be like 49 inches wide from outside to outside, or right in that ballpark. I think center tube to center tube. And this is 43 inches, so we're off by 6 inches. So I hate to say it, but I think this is a scrap piece, which really sucks because it's expensive, and the software is supposed to figure all this out for me. That's why I have it. So I'm gonna go figure that out. We'll have to continue this. All right, so we're gonna try this again. Ends up, what I ended up doing was overbending it by about 3 degrees at each angle. So that made a significant difference in my length. So we're just gonna center this here. This is supposed to be a 62-degree angle, and it's a 65-degree angle. So that's a big difference. So when you add that in, and then you go here, zero this out, 0, and this is supposed to be a 32-degree angle, and it's a 35.5-degree angle. So that makes a big difference. So I'm going to go ahead and cut another tube. I'll probably end up using this in some way, shape, or form in there. Hopefully, cut out pieces and use it. And that trunk isn't long enough, so I got to grab my last full chunk I have of 095 wall. Excuse me, and hope I have enough to finish everything I need to do. So I'm gonna grab that, get it cut, and we'll go bend it again. All right, so the second one is bent. Turns out it's pretty darn nice, but now I'm too wide. Better being too wide than too narrow. So top angles are just about perfect, within a half a degree. So I'm not worried about that. Bottom angles, really odd. I bent them at 34 degrees, so it hopefully spring back to 31. And they sprung back to about 23 for some odd reason. Don't know why. Really odd. So I might double check that again and see where we're at. But it's better. So hopefully I'll just throw them back in the bender, add a couple additional degrees to it and be good. We'll see. All right, so I overbent it a little bit more than it was, and we got a nice fitting main hoop. Now the only downside, which is probably not a downside, is the fact that everything's perfect. The fact that I got to notch it down here, so I'm wondering if it's going to take out too much metal and then have too much clearance. But I think we'll be fine, because if you compensate, if there was trim there, we'd be fine. So yeah, awesome. Worked out great. So I might notch it today, but I don't know if I'll have time. That'll pretty much do it for me for today. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it, like always. You're learning with me. The Rogue Fab. This is the M600, which is now an old model. Now it'd be the M601. This was a build your own kit. So she's working fabulous, working awesome. I just got to learn it. Take some time, and I'll figure it out, and it'll be great. I think the spring back thing that I'm trying to compensate for is the big drawback. So once I figure that out, then it'll be awesome. Software has it built into it. I just gotta make a couple of different bends and figure it out. So thanks for watching again. If you like what's happening, hit that like button, subscribe. This project might take a little longer than I want it to, but hey, you know what? In the end, it'll be worth it. So again, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.